want to flip back to the front, and because apparently that, as he said, this is half the battle, and kind of lend a little of my own discussion to it. So let's take the first bullet, and I'm gonna read it out completely as he puts it here. The man puts his wife first. In his priorities, her happiness and welfare are uppermost, and the children know this. They know it because he leads them by his own example to love, honor, and cooperate with their mother. If they ever fail to do this, they answer to him for it. And this is where he says this is more than half the secret of effective fatherhood. Striving to live as a devoted, protective, and supportive husband. And I've been at parenting 27 years, so I got to say that my own experience, that is very true. And the way I would put it in the past, I've said, as I was approaching marriage, I felt that my principal duty in marriage was to make my wife happy. Now, come to learn through experience and through other people that didn't necessarily mean giving her everything she wanted. And why might that be? Or that I even had that ability to give her everything she wanted. I mean, who can do that, right? But even Father Ripperger, who's the exorcist priest, he gave an example one time of that. He pretty much verbatim. He says, it's to make her happy. It's not to give her what she wants. And he gave this example of this couple. The wife wanted this form or something, a house on a farm out, and he says, he's pretty blunt with things. He says, that's dumb, you're gonna be miserable. And sure enough, they went through with it, and she was miserable. And so, I guess through divine grace and just through the grace of the sacrament, we should be in that position to know whenever we say, no, that's not a good idea. You might think you want that, or but it's not going to work. And they end up happier in the long run. And why did I even think of that? I mean, I'm telling you, I did. Because I grew up in a home where the mom wasn't happy. My mom wasn't happy. The wife and she just wasn't a happy person. And I just said to myself, well, I'm going to figure this thing out, but we're not going to have a household that way. My children are not going to grow up in that kind of household. And so I got to figure out, say, how is it that she will have true happiness, and how am I going to do that? So, and you learn from others, be teachable. You have to be humble and say, okay, well, I might not know this. How do I find out? And go to the people that are having success in that area and find out. And being this head of the home, this headship, it might sound like you're mean, or that you're imposing your will or your way on things. But in actuality, these women, especially when they're in childbearing years and things, they need that stability to lean on. They need to know that post is there, that's not going to move. And it's not going to budge, and that especially when you have sons and they're growing up. And so, again, learn it, find out, be desirous to know, teachable, and then you actually got to execute. You got to do it. You got to do whatever it is the things that are said. Because I've talked to a lot of people. I know other people that that have mentored others, and you'll see somebody will come and they come and listen to you. Give your spiel or whatever, and then they're still off doing it what they call their own way, and it's just not going to work.